Guys, welcome to The Link with Bonez. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And please don't forget to share with your friends. Thank you for tuning in yet again to another interesting episode where with The Link, we are linking you up with hope within this society that we have. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Mad Dog.
Yes, Menir.
It sound man. I don't know. I don't feel a bit good. But how are you doing, Mad Dog?
I'm good, Dad.
Into good. Guys, I don't know these chairs any niggas on us.
Yeah, brah. You know, improvement. Thanks
there's no
thanks to Umunda.
There's no improvement. Yeah, and Umunda gave us a quarter and I'm lunch.
Yeah, the feeling that you're sitting in the bathroom. You see?
Imagine, man. And yeah, shout out to Munda, the fire guy. He actually has a business where he sells the quarter. Very nice quarters that he gave us. We are all full here in Namhlanje, Mad Dog. Hey, Mad Dog, did you see this thing of Rise Mzansi?
Yeah.
So Rise Mzansi, Good, and Neposa. They are forming one party.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw them taking a nice picture together with Mama Delil. No, I'm fine. It's just my experience is that, you know, DA, ANC, things kind of end up, you know.
It was about shy.
They crash.
It was about knock.
Anytime she can leave.
So Utmabama be careful pa kule United Abens life.
She's always looking for a good deal.
So it was about knock.
It's a good party, good deal. You know.
Mad Dog, I just think, for me, I think it's a good thing because this part is ncinci. I think Ndole part is UTM.
Must join.
Yeah, I think my join
What happened to Cope?
Nicope, my join up. It's a call. I think Banestulesi one or something. Nale party, PAC, my join. I think all these small parties, if really they could form one party, I think bangabana mandla yabo.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I'm always worried when the parties are starting to do this towards the elections. It's like they thinking about, because I mean, why didn't they think about this long time ago, or immediately after the elections, or immediately? Do you get the idea?
Yeah.
So I think it's just people, they know how to play with our emotions, and they know how to, you know, party. At the end of the day, they end up breaking up and breaking people's hearts, and you know, no delivery, nothing. So I worry every time.
You talk like an ex that's been hurt by these parties.
No, it's true. People are hating.
I can hear it in your voice.
People are very confused about what these people are doing because we trust them.
Yeah,
we trust these
I
people.
think that's a problem.
You know,
we trust them.
If you're going to join another party, you are taking my vote. I voted for you. You are taking my vote into that party, and you know, I don't even know what you are doing. I know that you are, but I don't even know what you are doing. You know, what are they doing?
Yes. Quickly, Mad Dog, before we close our little segment. Kwenzeka ntoni ebholeni? Chiefs iyashaywa, Bafana ya disqualify. What's happening, Mad Dog?
I think the Bafana one. You know, I agree with Uchom. Jomo says somebody must be fired.
Kwasaf?
Somebody Kwasafa must be fired. Yeah. Whoever is having the diary that writes the yellow cards, that person must go.
No one will be fired by Kwasafa, trust me.
I don't know, maybe it didn't bring a pen or something. but
Imagine now, since you disqualify.
No, it's
a point. Yeah,
imagine. I mean, we still have a chance. I mean, these guys have been working hard for somebody to be that careless.
You know,
these guys have been working hard, and they did good. I mean, for the first time, South Africa, we didn't need calculators for them to qualify.
You know, and we must pray good. That team must lose to that team.
No, but I'm confident that we're gonna win these 2 games and we're gonna qualify. So I'm confident about that. Yeah.
Hey guys, we just ate a quarter. I'm not sure if my mouth is good, and you know, it's just manly team. Yeah. So no one is gonna tell me how my mouth looks.
It chips, bra. It's bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry, man.
Is very bad. But I love the supporters, man. You know, after all of this, you see somebody wearing I mean, probably even everything. I mean, yellow everywhere. You know, they're not like other.
But Chiefs is still the biggest club in the continent, so it's a brand.
Financial.
But yeah. No, Metok. Otherwise, you're right on a Metok. It's all good.
I'm good. I'm
Nah.
fresh. I ate quarter.
Nah.
I was very hungry.
Ubu hungry and angry.
Angry. I was very hungry. But now, bruh.
Umunda saved us. Ne, namdi azive energy con. So I think actually Umunda, we need to talk with him, man. Because akasawenza umlilo ngoku.
Yeah, he has time.
He has time to do all amakota.
Yes.
Exactly. Mona, you know kamliphi nzako nan? Ulo's kitchen.
Yeah, he needs.
Do you sing there?
Support.
Come again? Okay, but do you sing? Why is it Uculo? Oh, okay, umchana wakho. Oh, creative, man.
We just need somebody who can support him with a food truck.
Ne?
Yeah, so that he
Yeah, man, it's very nice quote, especially sauce yake. No, it's very good, very good, very good.
Sell.
Yeah.
If you can support this guy with a food truck.
Yeah, no, this quarter is very good. So if there's anyone out there wanting to support Umunda, okay, but Mad Dog, maybe support ile, let's tell my royalties, ge.
Yeah, because we say we spoke about.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Guys, today on the link we have a very interesting guest, and Yabona going to Sambelana with people that are my age, so that's quite nice. Very, very interesting young man. He's done so much with his life at such a young age. What I love about him is his heart, man, and his bravery. And his closer twice been his liver, meaning his bravery. So and as we're about to speak to him, I think we'll learn a lot from him, myself personally. And yeah, man, when he walks in the room, it's as if he's known everybody for years, but it's the first time he's meeting them. He's that kind of a person. My brother. Ndiyaphila kunjani? Sharp forward. Yeah, man, why are you carrying the South African flag?
Oh, it's part of my daily job.
What do you mean a daily job? Like, what, you came in here carrying this flag.
Look,
I'm like, are we going to a Bafana match?
I think we Bafana's gonna need supporters on the last two games.
No?
They have to bring all their flags.
Yeah.
Vuvuzelas.
Everything.
That's the one thing we must do. We must rally behind them. But why I carry the flag? I'm a tour guide, so I don't think a lot of people know that about me. And one thing I do is because I went to Paul Roos, so we bunked on a Friday to watch Super Rugby. So then I go to this fancy.
What's bunk, man? In case someone from England or someone
Ken
from
hulle nie bunkie?
Miskien hulle ken nie, man. Sê vir hulle wat is dit?
Oh, it's when you
See, most people didn't even know I know Afrikaans like that.
it's when you skip school in South Africa.
Yeah.
You skip classes.
Yeah.
We did it to watch rugby. So how it works, I went to Paul Roos. So my friends could never go to their house because, they have someone there at home, stay at home mom.
Yeah.
So my house was perfect. Luckily I had DSTV at that time already. So we went to Super Rugby at that time, 9 o'clock in the morning, because we were playing on the Southern Hemisphere. We didn't play this URC. Remember the rugby went over from Southern Hemisphere to Northern Hemisphere now.
Yeah.
So then when I had the opportunity to go bunk at their houses,
Yeah.
I walked around. The fridge was the first place I went. My friends laughed that about me. So on the fridge, I always saw when they traveled, they took a picture with the South African flag in the different countries
That they've been to, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You take a picture with the flag and you go there. So when I started guiding...
And they've been to a lot of countries, eh?
At such a young age, man.
Exactly. Do you know, quickly, man, let me insert my little bit of story of that. So when I was in primary, because I also went to a primary that had some people that had money, one friend of mine used to say every June holidays, because they need to be summer overseas, right? Do you know the globe, the plastic globe?
Yeah.
They will take that thing, spin it, and then to be someone's turn. And then wherever their finger lands, that's where they're going for holiday.
Imagine.
And I'm going back to a shack. I'm like,
Yeah.
So they didn't have to think about money.
no.
It was just going.
Yeah.
So I started doing this because the tourists that comes to us, and like we are now the tourist capital. We've been coming,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be big. It's gonna boom now. After COVID, the resilience structures that tourism is putting in, it's gonna boom. So I take this flag because not a lot of people know the meaning of the flag.
Okay, tell us,
They think
educate. I
this-
said you're gonna educate us here.
They think this is the They think our nickname is the Rainbow Nation because of the flag. It's not. So there's a few theories with regards to the colors in the flag. So firstly, a lot of people think, of course, the black and the yellow is for our beloved ANC. The black, the yellow, and the green. And then other people say the red, the white, and the blue is because the UK colonized us. But that's not true. The true version is that the green means the fertility of our land.
Because we have such a green land, man.
You can plant anything. And that's what I tell young people. It's what you plant, It will grow. So what you plant mentally as well. In South Africa, it has the potential to grow. The blue, and now someone will say, oceans. And then I tell the tourists, we're very deep. We don't swim on the shallow side anymore here in South Africa. It's because if you look at the ocean, you never see the end of the ocean. It means endless possibilities in this country.
Wow.
There's endless possibilities for each and every young boy and girl. Right? The red, to remember everybody who shed blood, even those Europeans who came to lose life here many years ago. We have to remember everyone across the border.
Oh, Ian.
They lost blood. Our people lost
Ian.
blood.
Yeah.
So this is to remember everybody. Right? And then gold.
And Solomon Mahlangu, man.
Of course.
Do you know what he said when he died? I think when he was hanged. I stand to be corrected. But I think he said, my blood will nurture the tree that, I don't know, something like, can Google that, Mad Dog, man, what Solomon Mahlangu said before he got sentenced. He said something very interesting. Just Mad Dog will Google for it. But something about the blood, and because he was going to be hanged.
Yeah.
So how his blood will, when it drops, will nurture something.
Yeah, that's why the red is in the flag.
Yeah.
It's to remember our forefathers who lost life to build up this beautiful country. And then the yellow or the gold, it's the resources.
You define it?
Yes,
Sorry.
it is as follows. My blood will nourish the trees that will bear the fruits of freedom. Tell my people that I love them.
Oh, say that again, Mad Dog. Oh, man.
My blood will nourish the trees that will bear the fruits of freedom. Tell my people that I love them.
Oh, man. Young boy from
Rest in
Mamelodi.
power, man.
You understand?
Rest in power.
So I'm just relating that to the red you're talking about.
I'll include that in my
you
speech when I hand over the flag to the tourists.
Yeah,
They don't even know Solomon.
exactly.
We'll get to that. But there's a lot of South Africans that tourists don't know.
Exactly. And that played a huge role, man.
And that's what
role.
I'm trying to do in the industry. But the yellow or the gold, it refers to our resources that we harvest from the land. Gold, diamonds, silver, copper, whatever we have in the soil. Right. And then, the white. It's actually what we're striving for in this beautiful country. And that's what I work towards. It has to start with yourself. It's peace. White reflects peace. Whenever you raise a white flag, Dido. There's a song about Dido. White flag. Yeah, can you sing?
No one can sing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no, actually, Mad Dog can sing.
That's one thing I wish I could do.
Me and you are the same, man.
Singing and dancing, I struggle.
Me too, man. So I interviewed a guest, a white lady, and I was telling her that, and they can't believe every white person, because of our personalities, right? Then
know.
people can't believe that we can't sing and dance.
Yo, ek is langs die beat, my bro.
Same here.
Next to the beat,
At least there is langs the beat. Ek is baie fair. At least you are next to it. I'm far from it.
When other people are are dancing for the instruments, he is dancing for the words.
I don't know how I'm gonna do when I get married.
No?
I think I'm gonna be one of that guys who goes to dance classes.
So my wife said we're not gonna dance because of me, and I wanted to dance. Imagine. Listen, man, Ian, thank you so much for that, man. So that's why you carry this thing everywhere you go, no?
I carry it wherever I go. I love this country, everything I am, the way I think, the way I act, the way I speak. It's because of this country, and we borrowing it from our kids. So there's a duty of care on each of every one of us. A duty of care. That's a very important thing to understand. And it's to, the Constitution has a preamble. You don't have to know the whole Constitution.
Yeah.
If you understand the preamble of the Constitution of South Africa, and you live according to that.
We have a beautiful constitution, man. Very beautiful. But listen, before we get to all this stuff, constitution, let's talk about you first. So Are you from Idis Valley or are you from the Dal?
From Stellenbosch.
I get that. But within Stellenbosch.
Like,
Because right now we're in Kayamandi, but we're still in Stellenbosch.
this is, you know, I've been from Kaimandi. You know, Emalakhleni, almost.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm serious, man.
Nike is funny fly.
Funny fly.
I'm from Idis Valley.
Oh, okay.
Born in Idis Valley.
In Idis Valley, okay.
Um,
So Idis Valley is another, as we call it in South Africa term, it's a colored township just outside the skirts of Stellenbosch. So there's two of them. There's Clutersville and then there's Idis Valley. On the other side of
yeah, we're like
of
1
Stellenbosch.
kilometer away from the center of town.
Yeah,
There's one road that divides us.
yeah. All three of us.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do tourism as well. You know,
Yeah.
so I do take township tours around Kayamandi. And there's a place by Amazink where I stand. If you stand there, you see how Stellenbosch is divided.
Yeah.
So you see Clutersville and Idis Valley there.
Yeah.
And then obviously standing within Kayamandi, and then you see the white area.
Yes.
So then when I say to the tourists, this is how we are divided.
Yep.
And I say, till this day, predominantly it's still like that.
Yeah.
Though obviously you have a choice, but predominantly most black people still live on this side
Yeah.
and colored people still live on that side. Before I get into it, I want to ask you something controversial. Not controversial, but I want to ask you something before we go into who you are and everything. What do you think of the term colored with everything that's happening
I
around it
love it.
and everything?
I love it.
No?
I love to be I like to be called a Kaapse colored. Ek is 'n colored van die Kaap.
No?
Yeah, nee, I don't want to be like Meghan Markle.
Yeah.
You know the big debate, and that's actually when
Prince.
yeah, and then since it's mixed race.
Yeah.
Should be called mixed race. Ja, daarmee broer ek sê mix. Ek is van hier man.
It's a colored.
Ek is 'n colored van die Kaap
Kaap.
in die Weskaap. So ek is 'n colored van die Eldorado pad.
Ja, colored van PE.
Verstaan ze?
Ja,
So
van
die-
Oos-
die
Ooskaap.
hond- Die honden van die PE.
Ja.
Al die bielen.
Ja.
Vind je? Maar
En
ja,
van wat die
aan die Noorden
in Northern Cape, ja, Noord-Kaap,
Hulle
ja.
praat bietjie mooier as ons.
Is
Jy
it?
weet, ja nee, hulle praat heel mooi.
Maar wie sê wat sê hulle? Hulle sê as no Kaapse colored and the Northern Cape colored, the Cape coloreds make them feel less of coloreds. Then you guys are bougie
Yeah.
and they rural.
Yeah. But I'm proud. I'm proud. And I don't get. This is something you explain to tourists as well. I'm not offended
Yeah.
if you call me a
Yeah.
colored.
Yeah.
You know, because ek het 'n kultuur wat associate. I've got a culture that
It associates,
associates
yeah.
with the term of being colored.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain things we do where you can say, nah, it's say, malau. When malau. Chonga malau.
We're not gonna get us cancelled yet. Oh, Iwan. But listen, man. So you're from Idis Valley, right? How was it growing up in Idis Valley, man?
It was a privilege. In terms of the sense of community. The auntie, the uncle that looks after you in the street, playing street soccer. I always I played for Ajax Cape Town, so most of my childhood years when I was young, I still went to school at IF Low primarily when it was still a model, like a
Model
proper
C-
model,
Model C school.
You have to say that. Hey? Whenever I do that, I have to say that IF Low was a proper Model C school. But I spent most of my time in Pero when it was still Ajax Cape Town.
Yeah.
Before everything went south there, north, I don't know, Greece, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who was it? Committers or what? I don't know.
They went back. Didn't they go back to Amsterdam?
Ek weet nie jong, hulle is nou HB, Castle League,
Yeah.
they play Castle League now, but anyway, so it was good, man. You had that sense of community and, all the institutions are there. The churches are there, sport clubs, Idis Valley Soccer Club, Nelson's, United FC, the cricket clubs, everything, man, all the sporting fields, everything. But with that come also the bit of being lax. Because most of the people there works at university or they work at
Municipality,
You
Distel.
man. So that culture, man. Luckily, we got it right to stop gangsterism. I don't say gangsterism.
What do you call it?
Gangsterism.
Okay.
It's a rhythm of life.
Oh, okay.
Be a gangster.
Okay.
They're not gangsters.
Okay.
Gangsters are the ones in suits, collar and a tie. I can name a few, but it's fine. But we managed that in Idis Valley. So for me, growing up there, it was quite peaceful. You had your social issues. It was there, but it was always like, "Sy moet kies."
Must
Wil ek-
choose.
Yeah, do I want to? It's not really, but it's really privilege. And
So you grew up in privilege.
yeah, there's levels of privilege in South Africa. So yeah,
You grew up in some sort of privilege.
yeah, my man. Getting transport to school. Because I didn't go to school in Iris Valley, so I had a taxi that picks me up. There's people in South Africa that have to walk across rivers to go to school. It's not only people are confusing this term of privilege by they using the connotations of race, and they speak about privilege when it comes to race. We as black people,
Yeah.
you see, we as black people in South Africa, some of us grow up with privilege.
Yeah, but I always say, and don't be ashamed of that, right?
Yeah.
Because I think as a parent, I want my kids to grow up in privilege.
Exactly.
And I think my parents would have wanted this or wanted the same for me. So, and I always say to people, dog, don't want to become a struggle. What? It's okay to grow up in privilege. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I forgot now what I wanted to ask. With that, because so Ida's Valley obviously is more for suburban side than compared to kind of Cluttersville. So anyway, so you say then with that you managed to kind of dodge gangsterism within that sense.
The parents took ownership there.
Yeah.
It was a matter of parents standing up, especially women at that time. Mothers stood up, and because it's a very integrated area as well. Ida's Valley is
Yeah, it is. Especially even now.
So that geographically, with the bird's eye view, you have farms.
Yeah.
You start with Infrotech,
Yeah.
Sanapi. Most of the people works at Sanapi.
Yeah.
Then you get Glen Alley up in the line. Then you get Glenbourne, Rustenburg. Then you get the nature area behind you, and on the fence is Hydro. And then you get Tukara. Then you come around, and then you get the...
Is Tukara part of Ida's Valley?
My bro.
That's Ida's Valley's land.
Hy is op die grens. Ek het sy olywe gesteel. GT, I stole your olives many years ago.
did the same-
honey. I like to...
We did the same thing in man. We used to jump the fence and steal the
Yes,
grapes
that was
here.
something in holidays, school holidays. It was the best thing to do. You run through the forest. Go get some raw honey, my man.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you get Neil Ellis. He's young. But he came around. So in the middle, that's where we stay, Ida's Valley. And we come from Die Vlakte.
Okay, don't say that, please. No, I mean, don't go into that story now.
I don't want to
Factor.
go to it
Yeah,
now, but
please.
that's where...
That's an interesting story. I think I should
Yeah.
call you back one day and explain that. I was explaining to someone that I was driving across there.
Yeah.
What happened there and the history behind all of that.
So most of the people there, they stay Die Vlakte in Roesdorp. Roesdorp, Roesdorp was there what Johan Rupert's art museum is now. Volkskombuis.
Yeah.
Where Volkskombuis is situated. Most of the Ida's Valley people, like people that's 75 years old, 80
older
years
ones,
old,
yeah.
they live there. They
Jan,
used to...
try to talk into the mic. Don't focus on these people because now your voice, I keep on.
Okay, you must still
loses.
sit.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing about passion. You struggle to sit still. Just want to go.
But tell me, man, as then you're growing up in Ida's Valley, what did you want to become? What was your...
Through the different phases, I think this happens to a lot of young people today. You're
Yeah.
not sure. But the funny thing is when you go to grade 1, the Eikestad Nies comes. And then they ask you and everybody, brandweerman, policeman.
Yeah.
Yo,
Firefighter, police person.
They must stop that, eh?
Because my daughter wanted to be a firefighter.
No. We must stop. Like, we must tell the Eikestad Nies to stop. If the kids say firefighter, we say no. Put up a picture of the university in the class in front. Let them know that they must study first.
Yeah.
We need policemen. Thank you for all our policemen.
Yeah, we need
traffic.
firefighters. We need all those
people
things,
to
yeah.
serve. But every child can't say I want to be
So you wanted to be a firefighter?
soccer player.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, before Stellenbosch FC was ever.
Thought about. So,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I grew up in a sports family.
Oh,
I grew up, but then life changed. There was a time that I wanted to rule Stellenbosch.
wanted to be the mayor?
Not the mayor, the black market mayor.
Okay.
There was that time as well. I had hopes and dreams, but to change the way they think about this
Town.
life, or that's the way. And then it changed. Then business. Wanted to become a businessman, and then I studied law.
Yeah, we're
know
gonna get into that just
Yeah,
now.
so-
But tell me, when you wanted to be a soccer player, what were you professionally? Do you want to go play overseas, or like do you have big dreams like your Benny's?
Yeah, as I said,
And who are you looking up to within the soccer
At that time.
Yeah.
So at that time it was the class of 92 of Man United.
Okay.
Then Quentin Fortune,
Oh my goodness, you're a Man United fan.
class of 92. Of
Are you a Man United fan?
Yes, I relate with the working.
Are you a Man United fan?
Yes, at this moment, a proud Man United fan. But
I'm a
That's-
Liverpool anyway, but continue.
Manchester and Kaizer
Yo.
Chiefs.
Manchester guys at Chiefs, yeah, me bro. Dr. Kumalo and Skara. Kyk, but
So those were your heroes in the locally.
Yo,
Oscar.
Brian Baloy, Coca-Cola Cup,
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
XF, too.
Nah.
Chimitau.
And Sticker, Stanton?
That's Granwald Scott. When we played at Ajax, it was like everybody can become a professional. The way the institution was built,
So it was a good institution, eh?
guys. That's where I learned most of my discipline. Most of my discipline
Come from
and
sports.
it was through sports. Professionalism from a young age. Tuck in your shirt. You don't walk around with your shirt hanging out. So when I got to Paul Ruiz and Paul Ruiz wanted to give me this strict rules, I already grew up. Again, privilege, eh? To grow up in a system like that, the way it tunes your brain for when you grow.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to be a soccer player, because it was attractive at that time. Until, I don't know who made the comment, but someone told me that soccer gaan nie die bills betaal nie.
So go and pay the bills.
Yeah. Because every 1 out of 10, someone just made, I can't remember who it was an uncle. He just made that example of 1 out of your 10 will make it.
And that's true, eh?
And then I saw examples in my community. So guys in Idas Valley, please, or in the rest of Stellenbosch, not everyone is going to make it in football. That's why when you play rugby in South Africa, they make you do academics as well. This thing of taking soccer players from the school benches, it happened now with a few of my friends that's playing for Kaizer Chiefs, and you can look if they finish school.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't.
So that must also, it must stop actually.
Yeah.
I think the clubs, the football clubs. That time we had Mattel here, in Kaimandi.
Yeah,
Mattel 5-star.
Mattel. Yeah, 5-star Mattel.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was the dream of that time. But I'm glad it didn't work out.
Listen, man, and now you go to Paul. How did you want to go to Paul Ross? Because I didn't want to. My parents wanted me to, and I said no. I was too political.
I wanted to go to Lukov. I really wanted to. But one thing happened. So while I was in Paul Roos, I went to every matric farewell of Lukov. Just to experience Lukov. No, I really wanted to be at Lukov. But a good thing at that time is, and I think a lot of boys and girls must understand this, while your mother has all the say in the world over you, allow her to do that. Okay, there's boys and girls that grow up without mothers and
But
go.
but the adult in your life.
Ja,
Listen to me,
that
yeah.
principle, man.
Yeah.
Het zijn nog onder 18 is if you are
Under 18, yeah.
let senior people guide you
Yeah.
and administer your life. Because that is what happened. I didn't want to go Porus. So Bianca Brandt, I don't know where you are. If you listen to this, I thank you. Stefania Hanekom.
We'll find you, Bianca and Stefan Anikom,
Stefania Hanekom. That was the teachers that filled in the forms.
for you to go to Paul Roos.
Porus, my mother facilitated the open day. My mother never wanted to send me to Lukov. So she done everything to get me there at Porus, and life changed when I got there, man.
Obviously. What changed? Tell us.
Principles. The way Paul Ruiz grooms you to become a man of principle. PRG, pride, respect, gentlemanship. And then that was the first introduction to the other side of Stellenbosch. When I speak about the other side of Stellenbosch, is I found the real Stellenbosch at Paul Ruiz, and how this town, through Paul Ruiz, the cultures are being protected and the networks are working. Great networking platform, beautiful school, academic support, it's there. At that time, we were still a little bit of coloureds and blacks.
Yeah.
There's a few friends of mine that also went there from Kayamandi. But if you have the ability, try to get to Porus. There's nothing wrong with our schools. Umakapula did very well when Mr. Nlebe was still principal. So there's nothing wrong with Lukov as well. There's nothing wrong with our schools. And we must actually build our community schools on that level. But Poru is really game changer. I am what I am today because...
Thanks to Paul Roos.
Yeah, they played the role.
Yeah, no, man. I always say this. So I didn't go. I chose not to because of I was very like I was Julius at his prime. That's where I was. So I didn't want to, and I didn't. But when I look back now, right, with what I know now, growing up in this town of Stellenbosch, seeing how the boys' school club network that you're talking about works, I'm like, I missed out on that opportunity in terms of the afterlife of Paul Ross, in terms of then relying on those networks to say, hey, I went to school with you, I'm doing this and this, they can open the door for me. Whether it's them or their father, whatever the case is. So I agree 100%, with what you are saying now. When I look at back now in life to say, I should have went because later on this was maybe what it would have done for me.
But if I look back now and where I find myself in town, like when I speak in town in Stellenbosch, everything I do is for the country and for Stellenbosch and Idas Valley. So when I speak about Stellenbosch, it's for every one of us in Stellenbosch. I'm very focused on Idas Valley, but where I find myself now in this town, Paul Roos, of being in Paul Roos, plays a huge role in my decision making as well. Because I understand the dynamics and how decisions need to be made to have this culture in our town and to preserve this culture. And when I speak about this culture, I speak about looking after certain institutions like our university, like the nature that surrounds us, the mountains, because they make you climb a mountain there in Paul Roos as well during PT. So you learn a lot, and it contributes a lot to your thinking when it comes to Stellenbosch in South Africa.
Yeah, man. So, I know then you finish Paul Ross. I'm getting to a point here. I'm not sure if you would want to talk about it, but anyway, so you finish Paul Ross, and then what happens? Do you go study immediately?
Look, while being on Paul Roos, so I was the naughty one.
Yeah.
So what I did is I rented a service at Paul Roos, and those of you watching this, you know this. So at the cafeteria, how it works is when you're the smallest boy on the school, you never get to buy the pizza, the pie, or whatever that's fresh. So you wait long to get, because the guys at Paul Roos are big. If I talk about big,
Yeah, the rugby boys. Yeah.
you know what they were feeding the guys that time. I gave them my bread after all. So they like my smorchi. My dad made smorchi, yeah. They loved it. I shared my bread with my closest white friends,
Yeah.
But how it works is you don't get this place at the cafeteria. So what I did is I took your money. Instead of asking for money at the cafeteria, give me a 2 rand, give me a 1 rand. There was something that happened at Paul Roos. I took your money, your 20 rand. I bought your food, but I must keep the change. Whatever you take. If you give me 50 rand and you order this and that, at least if I see, okay, nah, this is too much I'm taking from you, I'm going to give you your 20 rand, but then I keep the 10 rand or something. But the reason why I did it is because not everybody got the opportunity to get food because they were too small. It became on such a level, guys. You can ask the Damian Willemses, you can ask anyone, man, that's big in South Africa that that come from Paul Roos. It started on that where I took the orders during periods. And then I go to Oom Andre. Oom Andre, I hope you're still doing okay. Auntie Francis, yeah? And then I give my paper, I give my money, and then my orders are one side. He ordered more pizza, bruh. The guy from the cafeteria ordered more pizza.
Because of you.
Because of the system I created, not because of me. It's all about that. A lot of people confuse things that I do with me. It's not me.
So you separate them.
How do you think I get to everything? A lot of you guys don't understand that I'm not emotionally involved with the things that I do.
And that's a very good skill to learn early on in life.
Bro, you remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah.
That's why if people don't want to support me, it's because they see it's me. Stop seeing me. Start to see how I use my brain to get to the next thing.
So getting what you did after Paul Ross.
Yeah, so I was very naughty and I had a system and I got suspended at Paul Roos grade 11. For a few reasons, but I got back to school. They got me back in Paul Roos and I finished matric there. And then I passed with 4 A symbols, man.
Wow.
4 distinctions. I've got the prize for history.
Wow.
I was the main guy in history because, you know why?
Why?
So the curriculum told us that Steve Biko committed suicide.
Does it?
At that time, the curriculum said that.
Oh, it didn't.
Right, the syllabus.
Yeah.
Right? So in my answers, I said, no, my dad told me they murdered him.
Yeah.
And I got it was Dr. Makram.
Yeah.
It was not a teacher. So at Paul Roos, that's one difference as well. You're not only dealing with teachers, it was a doctor in history that gave us history.
Wow.
It was good.
Wow.
So I wrote that in my answer and he was like, you're getting the prize. I didn't get 90% in the class, but just because I changed the way you think about history in South Africa. on a subject, in an exam paper. I got the prize, and yeah, I went to. Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't apply to get into university. They made a way for me.
What way? Can you say the way?
Look, if you go back, you
Which university are you talking about first of all?
Stellenbosch.
Oh, Stellenbosch University.
Yeah, there's a way they can make a way.
Okay.
You must just find a way. No. But look here what happened. Look here what happened. You remember that guy, no? One of the things that happened to Vim. Oh, he's not there anymore, so I can say. One of the things that happened to Vim, he got his knees. They accused him of getting his knees in.
Yeah.
You remember that was public, eh?
Yeah.
So there's a way.
Yeah, there is a
He
way.
didn't make a way for me.
you, yeah.
But
there
there's
is
a way.
Yeah.
Anyway, look here. So I got you get your matric results on the 7th of January at that time. It was still in the I'm that old, no?
Yeah.
Where you read in the report.
In the newspapers.
In the newspapers. And I was in front because the burger came to Paul Roos.
Yeah.
I'm still looking if someone can get me that front page article.
I kept mine, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, I was in front of that thing. And I used that, and we used that.
Oh, to get you
To
in.
make a way.
Oh, smart, man.
And I got sponsored.
So that publicity.
Important, guys. Use your publicity wisely. Bad
that's
or
smart.
good. With me, you can see it. Like, you know what I mean? Bad or good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people see me, it's like, are you that guy that got hit by the whiskey glass? They don't remember me for the good stuff.
They remember for the bad stuff.
For the whiskey glass.
But they remember.
It's me.
But they
And I
remember.
go like, it's me.
But
Yeah.
they remember.
Publicity is good or bad.
And that was 2013, right?
2013 to university,
Yeah.
and then into Jals Hoogte residence.
Mm.
Also an institution.
Oh
that,
my goodness gracious.
Yeah. the
How was that
institution.
life?
Humble experience. Very humble experience.
Tell us what you mean by humble.
No, guys. At that time, at university, there was no welcoming week at the way it is now.
Yeah.
It was ongroening. I had Okay,
What is
Volgenhof is just the tip of the iceberg. Let's put that straight. I don't want to start anything here, but
Yeah.
Volgenhof, they only found out about Volgenhof. I lived in
For
Elshoek.
those who don't know about tell us what happened in Wilgenhof.
Oh, Wilgenhof.
Quickly, 5 seconds. Yeah.
5 seconds. Go read what happened about Volgenhof. That's my 5 seconds is done. But we all know what happened. Those of you who know
Yeah.
the Volgenhof story. But at Elshoek,
So you're saying that was the tip of the iceberg?
daar is maar bitchy information wat uitgekomen.
No?
University, we had ongroening, and then after, one guy who made a lot of noise with regards to welcoming week on Stellenbosch was Bradley Frolic, the son of Cedric Frolic. Bradley, I hope you're good. I saw you overseas now the other day, but
Shout out to you, Bradley.
that guy changed the game for many students at Stellenbosch University
So-
to make welcoming week more inclusive. So yeah, welcoming week was guys, it is ontgroening. Was I explain to you?
Yeah, what? I don't even know what ongoling means. With all my
Initiation.
Afrikaans.
Proper initiation. It was
Ongoling is initiation.
initiation.
Initiation week.
Initiation week. So if in Elshoogte, there's a few things you had to do. Like I couldn't sour with the guy that's second year. If he comes into the sour, you need to walk out.
So you guys would think you're operating like the gang in prison there.
Bro, but ik het nie uitgeloop nie.
No? Is it gebly?
Ik sta in hy sour, ek sê vir hom, I told him, but I'm going to be late for my class. Is that fair? You know?
And
Why
wat
must
en
I
wat
walk
sê
out?
sy?
Go out, fuck you uit die wat hulle genoem faggot. Ja.
Really?
Guap. I was called a guap. In Elshoogte they call you a guappie. En hy, guappie uit by die stort. Skree hy. Net so 'n baard en wat sy sien. Ek staan. Ek sê vir hom, maar ek wil nie laat kom by die klasie. You see? Food. If you make food in the kitchen,
Yeah?
you're not allowed. If the senior comes, you must take your, even if it's almost done.
Now, do you see why I would never fit in those things? I'll be, it's either I'll be dead or I'll be fighting every day.
Yeah, there was that one guy, man. He was at Kosa.
Yeah?
He just came from Ndabeni.
Or came from the
He
mountain.
just came from the bush, yeah. So he just came from
Yeah.
initiation school in his culture. And we had to make, if you were first year, you must make coffee for the senior.
Yeah.
He said it was not allowed in his culture. You can't make coffee for another man. He stood his ground. Big ups to you, man.
And they did nothing to him.
Bro, so what? When you don't act, when you don't
Yeah.
participate.
Yeah?
Guys, this is the sad part of this.
Yeah, when you don't participate?
Then you're not included in anything. You don't get a T-shirt. It's like you don't belong there. So think about what it does to you mentally.
Oh.
So that's why I don't get angry for things here in town anymore. I understand the raw deal of what it is to be recognized in town. So I don't do anything for recognition in town because I know how it feels to be blatantly excluded from an activity because I didn't agree with it in principle. And then sometimes now, because I'm changing the game in town, you know.
Yeah, I know. We want to get to that now in the next
And then when
10 minutes.
I want the senior people that I work with. This is for you. If I don't always agree with you in principle, don't exclude me, man. It's good that I disagree with you. We need that.
Yeah, because you can't always agree.
It's crazy, man.
They say there's a saying that says in friendship. So if we are friends of 5 or 10 or whatever, and then you're always agreeing with each other, someone is lying to someone, because I can't always agree with you on everything that you say. Because sometimes I disagree with myself.
Exactly.
How much more than with you? So I think, you know, that thing of becoming a yes man or a yes woman, it's yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't become a lawyer. I was supposed to to complete my law degree.
So you dropped out.
External factors of life forced me to
drop
leave
out.
my studies for a while. And that also worked out perfectly for me, man.
Are you still going back though?
The plan is to Stadio.
Study what?
Stadio, you see Stadio, that new, it's not a new institution, but Stadio is, yeah, I'm planning, because UNISA is fucked, bruh.
Dude,
I
you're
heard
not talking
about
to that guy. I don't know what Stadio. What Stadio?
Stadio is this online platform you can study. It's like a UNISA.
Oh, but an online thing.
Online, or you can go in person. I don't know if you can go in person, but mostly online.
So you're gonna study through there now.
You see, I didn't read a lot about it yet.
No, it's fine.
But that's my plan now to actually, before this year ends.
Because you know what it says on your profile?
What?
It says you started studying in University of Stellenbosch 2013 till present. So when someone reads that, it's like, hey, this guy's been studying for a long time.
Yeah, so
Over 10 years.
I was studying the system of Stellenbosch
You
University.
must go change that now, because it says till present.
No, I don't. It's not me who write that stuff. It's Meta AI or whatever. But I did study for a long time without a degree, and it's possible to stay on the university that long as well. But I figured out how every little thing works in that university.
At that time, which is good, man. But tell me, because I know then there was a time where you stopped studying, and then you worked at a estate there. Do you want to go into that and
In
just
the
tell
estate?
us? Yeah, and tell us what happened and how that brought your journey back to the university somehow.
Crazy, bro, how life
And
works.
then we're going to go into what you're kind of doing now.
Yeah, that's
Because I think your story for me in that is very interesting.
so.
And how you ended up even working there as well.
Yeah. So young man or young girl.
You can name it, but I want you to tell
Yeah.
the story.
So young man or young girl, if the one door closes, it's true what the quote say. Don't live by quotes, please. Write your own quotes. But the other door of happiness opens, but you need to put effort in somewhere for that happiness to open for you. It's not like the door is closing and then you wait for the next opportunities. Because what I did is when I didn't want to finish my degree, because they killed one of my closest friends in 2017. We share the same not his first name, but he's also EH. Hendrikse, rest in peace, Birdie. Salute, bro, van mij.
We're talking about Birdie here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know Birdie.
You know
But
Birdie.
anyway, continue.
Yeah, so they killed him. And I was quite very close to him. And that changed. And then soon afterwards, they killed another friend of mine, which is Roscoe. He played for Eagles.
I know
Yeah,
Roscoe.
fakes.
For Roscoe.
Yeah, fakes. And then Arno, Birdie's brother.
Yeah, oh no.
Yo, it was like that.
Yeah.
So what's happening now in Clutisville? Come on, man. It's the same story repeating itself.
I'll call you for us to talk about that violence
Yeah.
now that's currently happening there.
But then
I didn't know you were friends with Arno as well.
bro, hij is dan eindelijk mijn bro.
No?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Rest in peace, Owens. But what happened is I dropped out, and I was nowhere, bro. Because I wanted to. It's like you wanted to find out why, who, and what. And I went to stay there by Birdie's mom. I was driving his taxi. Yeah, the taxi. Remember when he came here with Tan? Yeah? Yeah. Saw me. Yeah. So I took over the contract. Immediately start keeping, because he was driving school children. Because I knew what his vision was. Hy wil 'n vis en chips winkel gehad het, 'n transport business. En hy wou
But I know you also wanted a towing thing, you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
he wanted to give business and create jobs. Right? It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But I went to do that because I wanted to keep that alive for him. Because I was part of getting the idea of getting a transport business. That idea started in Hermanus. We were there for a weekend. But anyway, then my life, because that's why I will always motivate a young boy not to even be interested
In that life.
in the streets.
Yeah,
Moenie worry nie. Moenie vra eers hoekom jy dinges vir dinges seë gemaak het. Los dit maar man. Hulle gaan mekaar self uitroei. They will it will grow out. It will But we need to act. And then I got lost in life, and then my cousin on my birthday, because my family was very worried about me. Of course, thank you to my family for always supporting me. And that's my cousins, no? Nuggies. And she gave me a birthday present to say to me, there's a job opening tomorrow at the Zalze for West, but I must be a tractor driver. Check for myself, tractor driver, bro. But then I always read. And I read about Mandela while he went into exile, how he became a gardener in certain countries. And when I became a gardener for West,
Can I just say something? We'll edit it out if you don't want it, but we can just say. So all these guys you spoke about, because I know them, they're involved in the streets. Basically, what you were saying is now a part of your life did go there, but because your family was there for support and everything, it kind of got you out. And you're saying your sister or your cousin got you the job. Yeah, got you the job at Desalt, which is a very well-known estate within Stellenbosch. And you're saying that part of your life or going through that, but because you had a strong family that supported you through that, they were able to help you. And also because of what you're saying, you used to read and do all those things. So that also kind of helped you to get out of that as well.
Yeah, so there's a difference of just being street smart. So you get guys that are very street smart, but there's two things when you are book smart and street smart. Then that's why I say if you don't know where to draw the line, then you want to be that person.
Yeah.
But I drew the line because I love my family.
Yeah.
And I could contribute more in life by being someone different.
Yeah.
And that's what the skills that I had on the streets,
Yeah.
I'm applying it now. And look what I'm doing. Creating over 30 jobs, 25 jobs.
At such a young age, man. You haven't even touched 40. You're
Yeah.
far from 40.
Yeah, and creating a job in Stellenbosch is difficult for someone. So my skills are better applied in where I am now. That's why I say the best leaders are the ones in the streets.
We'll have another conversation about that. That's what I always say. I say there's a rapper that says not a rapper, poet that says they took all our messages and poets, our messengers and turned them into rappers, and they took all of our accountants and whatever, turned them into pimps. And he explains, man, the negative, how they took them, but these guys, in actual fact, this is what they are. So exactly what you're saying, in the streets. But going back, Ian, because of time, running out of time, and I want to, kind of complete your whole story because you have a beautiful life story, and I want to get into what you're doing now. So then you go to Desals. Now you're working there with a tractor.
First.
And you humbled yourself with that.
Yeah, of course.
Because it was not easy for you to do that.
No.
Yeah.
Knowing everything I knew at that time. But the spade and the fork, no?
Yeah, fork.
Yeah. To go down on the ground and to spit and to give water to a plant. It's a very humbling experience. Because you are working with your mental self and you are turning the ground in your head and you're seeing how you give life and you're seeing how things grow. And there was one thing is the guys, most of them are also from Guyamandi, they work at service, but they were all angry while they're working, man. And you can't be angry at the Zalza, man. You must smile. Even though you work in the garden, I smiled. But when I see some of the contractors are my friends, and I hide up behind the bush. But after a while, I didn't hide anymore.
So at first you were embarrassed, man.
I was very embarrassed, bro. I used a bicycle to get to work. I always used a bike. That's why I like bikes. But it humbled me, the process of watering a plant, the process of digging a piece of soil, putting in nutrition, working with people that don't understand me because it was all Xhosa guys. And then I had to, Pandile was one of the guys, I had to connect. And they were angry. I taught them how to smile. They were also always saying, "Why are you so happy? And this is a cock job, and they pay us, they don't." And then yeah, peanuts, bro. And then I figured out these guys have to walk very far for a toilet. So the first thing I did at Savist, I got into trouble so that I can get to HR, so that I can tell HR why they don't get jobs done at the Zalze. And there was a guy, Jaco Bril. So whenever Jaco Bril was our manager, very good. Nosi always fought with me. And I told her, Nosi, you are like the system. You are fighting with your own people. You must actually help us. But Jaco Bril listened to audiobooks while he was driving. And I listened to some of the audiobooks. And Jaco Bril was one of the best. He's also a Manchester United fan.
Jaco, we see you. That decision of the club.
But he played a role. And I told him, and the problem is these guys are not happy. So you're not going to get... So if you must work in this street, service this street, you must get it done. You're not going to get it done because these guys are not happy. And I started to be that chemistry. You know, until one day we were working in Kleine Zalze, yeah. This one garden was full of Marlboros, man. Marlboros. Every time, and I'm angry of picking up this Marlboro sticks, man.
Yeah.
It was 1-2. It was 1-2 Madoncella's Marlboros, and Diane Gahiza came to pick up Tuli. I knew Tuli then, but I didn't know she lived there at that time. She doesn't stay there anymore. South Africa, she's gone. This is 100 years ago. I worked there. Please don't go there. But yeah, and I picked up the cigarettes and I spoke Xhosa, and it was weird. It's still weird for people. I don't know why. When I speak Xhosa and I'm not fluently. I know how to say vula vala and
the basics you can get by.
I can get by. But it caught her attention, and the rest you can read online. It's
Oh, tell us what happened.
no, so she asked the PA, Diane asked me, but why I always walked with my student card. The way I walk with my flag, I walk with my student card because I was hoping that it's just one of these rich people from the Zalze. Not rich in money, man.
But in resources and networks, yeah.
In mindset, man. Like just if I get the opportunity to speak to you and you listen to my vocabulary and you the way I engage, but why are you working here? Just ask me that, man. And then I would like to tell you, man, I pick up, it's like a passbook. I wanted to show you, man, I went to the university and this is not actually where I belong, you know. But through my own doing, I'm here, you know. And fucking the savior of South Africa came onto my life, man. That woman saved us, guys.
Which woman?
Is she Prof. Tuli or she's not Prof. Tuli?
Prof. Tuli.
Prof. Tuli.
Yeah.
Prof. Tuli Madonsela saved my life at that time. She just saved the country with the Nkandla scandal.
Yeah.
And then she saved my life. Because then she offered me to come back.
So if I sum it quickly, and because now I want to go back to what you currently do so far. So basically what you've told us is kind of your whole life story and how you grew up and everything, and you got involved into some bad things, made some bad decisions. You know, you are living a good life, and then life kind of went south. You lost a couple of friends that were involved in other stuff and that actually wanted to get out of the stuff into good things with their lives, but that life came back and caught up with them. And as it caught up with them, you also kind of got up with your emotions and everything, but family was there to support you. So you are all good in terms of that. And then you did something which is, in my eyes, is very good. You took a job that you knew was beneath you. But with that, with what you're saying now, I didn't know this part of the student card. You carry that student card as some sort of proof if you've met someone to say that this is the reason why I'm here. And if you can help. But if you can't, then share my story. And you're saying then Prof. Madonsela was there. Well, her son.
Yeah, so the Marlboro cigarettes, I was complaining with regards to the Marlboros.
Yeah.
Who's this guy throwing that? So I never knew that he lived here.
Yeah, exactly. And so at the worst place that you never wanted to be, that's where you found your help.
Yeah.
So you are saying to young kids, basically, if I'm hearing you correctly, is that never complain when life throws you down, but try to make the best out of that worst situation.
Embrace it, man. Embrace your life. Your scars, everything. Just embrace it. Like, I know it's not always easy to be positive, man.
I know. So now with that, you know, what did you then go and do at the university? What are you doing? Tell us then. Then you met with Tuli and then everything was good.
Yeah, then I came back to university, but I had to do a few things before that. I had to go to the university, like I had to take a day off because she wanted me to show that I...
commitment, yeah.
Yeah, and then I did it, man. But fuck, then I came to university in 2020. That's when COVID happened. Then the University of KZN is burning. I just come back, and then the University of KZN is burning because of historical debt of students.
Yeah.
And then I come there, my bro, getting a second chance.
Yeah.
And then I also have historical debt. Yo, and I asked the Lord, why, Jesus, why?
Yeah.
Because now I'm not going to leave this. And I went there to Kali and I went to everyone because they don't want to write off my debt. Sifiso Zungu, I don't know where you are, bro. Chef Ngubeni. Guys, because when I left university, they were freedom fighters. So when I got back, they were SRC. So they got captured. I told them that. Because now they was working for the university, but they helped us. And we started something called Action for Inclusion. Because what I was very ashamed of, I couldn't tell Prof. Thuli that, look here, I still have debt. You're already making me away just to get in here to ask people, how do I get back and get my subjects back? Now I have historical debt. Now I must ask you money. And I was very shy. She didn't pay my debt. Because I had to go find people to... And I think that is where Action for Inclusion was born. Through my story. And Action for Inclusion is doing so much now. You can check up Tembaletti Siesi. He's doing great things with Action for Inclusion. And then COVID happened.
At that same time, man.
Peru, now I have to learn from home. With a laptop.
And we haven't been in school in such a
No
long time.
Wi-Fi, no nothing.
Yeah.
My brother stays with us. My sister stays with us. Yo, I had to get check for myself. Nah, man. Nou the kids are at home as well.
Yeah, everyone is there.
The straat is full.
'Cause
The
now
street
it's
is
COVID.
full. And I said to myself, I'm not cut out to be a lawyer. Leave this lawyer gedagtes. Know what you know. Use it around the road. But take care of the kids in your street.
And that's where,
I started walking in the mountains.
yeah.
I always walked in the
Now
mountains.
tell us
with my
about that
mother.
journey in the next 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah, so then COVID happened and I just couldn't do it online. It was the easiest year. They say to me that I was stupid, because it was the easiest way to pause.
Yeah, because you could just copy
You could
everything.
everything and
Yeah.
no plagiarism, no that. It wasn't meant to be. And one thing young people and young boys and girls must remember, make peace with where you are. Make peace if something is not for you, the signs will be there. The signs was there for me. And I got back to the spade, bro. And I started digging roads in our mountain. Started building trails because these kids had nothing to do. And I was thinking to myself, because we had a lot of online meetings, and COVID was a very time of people getting conscious. And then level 3, they didn't want to open the parks and things like that, and everything was on lockdown. And I saw people on Twitter going crazy about it, and I had the mountain the mountain is a street away from me, the foot of the mountain. So I went to go run there and swim in the dam, and I was posting on Twitter while I did it. I had to remove all that posts. So that's why I removed just a few things off my Twitter and my social media.
Why did you have to remove them?
Oh, I hiked up the mountain, and I discovered behind the mountain some people built tar roads. That's why I said Botmanskop. No,
Was it you that discovered Botmanskop?
no, that is nothing comparing to what I saw, man. I don't even wanna. But anyway, then
Hey,
I
you must tell us. You
posted on
must tell us off air what you
Oh
saw.
no.
Look at Mad Dog's eyes are like this.
Yeah, so if you go to Iris Valley,
So then that's when you That's when you started hiking. Is that my phone? Who is it? Oh, it's for him. Oh, so
you see, that's that guy who's saying, please don't let him talk about that. We are tapped, guys. Guys. You see, I never touched this water yet. Makwanazi 101. Makwanazi 101.
So the guy that built whatever they're building there.
There, you see, the guy left now. Yeah, he must answer. Yes, I won't. Sorry, man. I won't go into that. But people are living on mountains in Stellenbosch for long, man. People are owning mountains.
Hey, Mama, we'll get to that. What are you doing now currently? Please.
Oh, I'm owning a mountain as well.
Yeah.
The foot of Iris Valley.
Are you involved in this thing? Maybe he's stopping you.
Yeah, man. No.
No, I want them to invite me. I want them to say, Bones,
stop
was
this
good.
podcast.
That was no. I want them to say when people start talking about it, that's a good thing. You know.
You guys, they're gonna come for the producer. And- yeah, guys. But no, I started building trails because I took the guys and we started cleaning in Idas Valley, picking up litter because it was all that in COVID that happened. The consciousness of being mentally well, but also physically well, being in the outdoors and I started to use the nature area because you couldn't go if they get you in Kutsenberg. So that's how it works in Stellenbosch. If they get you in Jonkershoek, Kutsenberg, Montmarie, there were security guards. But where I live, none of that. So I could go into a mountain. So think about the whole country crying about not being able to run in a park. And here I am. And just because they don't take care of us, or they don't take care of us, our natural resources, you're allowed to go in the mountain. And I checked the pictures the other day. I started to remove vegetation and I took kids with me. And I bought Cokes and chips and
Oh, like Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Coca-Cola, yeah.
You need to be specific, man.
Coca-Cola, chives, spalletas, Biganics, snappers. We took it up to the mountain because it was 2 days at school and 2 days at home.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
Parents started. So I built my first trail in the Rustenburg site. I opened that trail and started building there, bro. And I founded Idas Valley Community Trails in September of 2020 with other locals.
Tell me quickly, how do you make money out of that?
You don't.
Okay, so it's just for the fun or just for the community.
No. You make social. How do you call it now?
Social impact.
Capital. Yeah. So social capital. Yeah.
Okay.
You build up a social capital, right? Because you are one out of I don't know how many people lives in Idas Valley that start to take care of nature. And if you take care of nature in Stellenbosch, people fall in love with you, especially if you're not white. You know, because that's the way people think here in Stellenbosch. I made a lot of friends because I got it right to plant the seed in the bottom of Idas Valley to start looking at the nature area differently.
And then how did you end up with the bikes, man? Because I know now you're doing tours with bikes.
Yeah, because so the first three people who was riding the trail that I was starting to build. Michael Jordan, who started Bang Zero.
Yeah, who was the CEO of FNP, I think. Or CFO, I don't know. But anyway,
Rose
something big in
Jordan,
FNP.
who owns Placide Mall and Botany. Big shout out to you guys. I still love you. Crazy. No matter what happened, but I love you. Kim Lord. That Kim Lord is from Somerset West. Mr. Lord, yeah, I miss you. We're not in contact anymore. But they was the first people who accessed the trail. And Kim Lord actually planted the seed of continuing what I'm doing. He gave me a trail tool for my birthday that year. A trail tool is that yellow thing where you can, like a bale and a graaf and a furk. It's baie duur. It's very expensive. Guys, if you can buy more of that, it will be great. We need tools, more tools there in Idas Valley, more spades and stuff.
So that's how your biking tour thing started.
Yes, that's how I started to realize the other economy that's flowing in Stellenbosch.
Which is?
Experiential selling. It's where you sell something that belongs to nothing, and you take people through a space that they once felt scared of going through, and that's how you make money at the end of the day. So the money comes like 5 years afterwards. But
So now you're doing bike tours.
yeah, I own Valley Ventures,
Which
and
what
I'm
you guys
part
do
of
there?
Cape Adventure Brands, and I work fully. I'm fully employed. I get a payslip like everyone else in South Africa. A lot of people confuse that as well with me. I know it looks a bit different, but
So what do you do there, Ian?
I ride a bike, I tell a story, I make people happy, and I show the flag of South Africa.
Hey, dog, why are you so humble about what you do?
Because
If and then you take people in tours there, what's that place?
I don't want a young girl or a young boy to lose the principle of being an ambassador for South Africa.
But dog, you do such big things, man. The tours that you do, the way your company has grown you so much. And I'm seeing now how you're talking about it. You're being humble, but it's okay.
No, but it's Kim Lord.
I'll-
Kim Lord said to me,
I'll let you be
don't
humble.
buy a Mercedes-Benz in the first 5 years.
I'm not talking about that humbleness.
That's humble.
No.
We make that mistake, guys. We make
I'm talking about you not wanting to fully explain how big your business is. That's the humbleness I'm talking about.
No, because look, Bones, we are gonna you lose principles if things go to your head. I that's one thing that I'm built on values. I tell this to my tourists as well. We were not inheriting houses and a lot of things, but we yeah,
Yeah.
we inherit values.
Listen, man, 2 questions before you go. Make them quick. We're out of time. Tell me, man, who are the biggest influences in your life?
Mom and dad
So you grew up with mom and dad in the house?
and all my friends, everyone I met across
Even me.
my life.
Thank you.
Salute, bro.
No way. Last question, man. What's a soundtrack to your life? What song, when it plays, you are like, ah, man, this is my jam? Or this song has a certain meaning to my life?
Tupac's songs.
All of them. Or most of them.
Yo, my bro. Most of them, my bro. Ghetto gospel.
That's a nice song. That don't get
Ghetto
a
gospel, yeah. Ghetto gospel. And changes.
Oh, changes, man.
It makes me
Yo,
gives me that.
changes.
Yeah, but lately I've been listening to Dex.
Who's Dex?
You see, you don't know. Self-proclaimed.
No?
You wanna play it?
No, I don't want to play it. Can I have this? Thank you, man, so much for coming. Changes is a good one. Good soundtrack. We have a little gift there for you. You know, that we have for most of our guests. It's the first time, though. Normally, guys, we do give our guests after the show. But now we've decided, let's us give that guest during the thingamajiggies as we are closing. So, sir, this is yours from the Link with
Sure,
Bonez.
guys. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
So,
Wow, guys.
did you spell your name right?
You spelled my surname wrong, but it's fine.
Why do you have to say it off? I could have said yes, man.
No, it's
I'm joking.
It's
dog,
fine,
I'm
but
joking.
a lot of people get this wrong on even Meta. So it's Hendrikse without the C. It's the one with the Dutch heritage. But it's not your fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
It's a lot of people get it wrong. But I'm Ian Hendrikse without the C.
Oh.
But this is a very, very beautiful cup, and I think your cup, the cup, mental cup, keep on filling it for other people as well, man.
No, I will, man.
Because what you're creating and the platform, it's food for the soul, and I think we must have these platforms and embrace it so that we can feed each other.
Yeah, with positivity, man, and just hope. And that's why we call the link. We're linking you up with hope. I think the whole purpose of this platform is to give hope. But I know I'm out of time. My project is going to kill me. But listen, thank you so much, man, for coming through. Really appreciate it. And keep up the good work that you're doing. And I think I'm going to call you again because I want to speak about the things you do for the kids. I know you touched on it briefly, but you do so much for kids. And I don't think people even know that, in Ida's Valley. And I know your heart is for kids, in general. And your love for the country. And also your love of saying, if this has knocked me down, but that'll knock me up again. And to that spirit of not giving up, you know what I mean? And you're so young. I don't know if people even know how young you are, but with so much wisdom and so much energy, and that is good. Your rapper there, Tupac, he did mention that, he said that when you're young, you're supposed to have all this energy and do all these things. Because then when you get to the age of 50, you don't have the energy, you have the wisdom, but not the energy. So while you still have the energy, give it. And then when you have the wisdom, your energy then that we have done before will do its work. So thank you so much, man, for coming. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. See you next time.
Away. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much, man, for tuning in into this interesting and exciting episode with Ian. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and guys, please comment. I know with this episode, the comments must go crazy with everything that was said, but I hope you learned something from it as well. Yeah, man, so see you on the other side. Cheers.
Sharp.